you guys must get someone who, with courage, to just do a documentary about Cyril. Cyril didn't attend Mandela's inauguration because he was angry at Nelson for not putting him as a deputy president. Because the Oppenheimers have been touting him that he will be Mandela's deputy president. Cyril has been self-seeking, and he has been saving the Oppenheimer and the Minel family and all of them with loyalty, and not now. From the 70s. From the 70s, Cyril has been working with these people. Cyril went to establish a new NUM, a union of mine workers without being a mine worker. Cyril has never been a mine worker. Cyril has never been underground a mine. He went to school to do law. When he came back, he served as a legal officer in the Oppenheimer family. Then there was a commission of investigating black workers' conditions or something like that, which came with recommendation that unions of black workers must be recognized. Upon realizing, the Oppenheimers, that now these people are going to be recognized, they're going to cause a problem, sponsored the formation of the NUM. For some reason, he found himself in the UDF, then in the reception committee of Nelson Mandela. So when Mandela walks out of Portsmouth prison, you must look at that video. You don't know whether Cyril is a bodyguard or what, but he's there giving the car direction. By the wall is the one who's holding the mic. This guy is infiltrating Nelson. When Nelson arrives, sleeps one night in Soweto, and then comes to Johannesburg. With which money? From where? And then he stays in the Minel's family house. Now, the Minel are one of the big mining families in South Africa. So when you say he stayed in Minel's family house, you're thinking, oh, maybe it's a complex. Same house. He meets Minel's children on the passage wearing gowns. Minel's child, when Mandela passed on, said, we used to see the names we see on TV at our house because these people used to come there and meet Nelson. He moves from Minel, he goes to Sexen Hotel. He moves from Sexen Hotel, he goes to Houghton. We who have been working, we have now been to prison. When we buy houses ourselves, we get questioned, how can Malema buy a house in Sandton? Mandela bought a house in Houghton. With which money? Why did Mandela get money to buy the house? This one, Cyril, was at the center of compromising Nelson. So if there is anything that white establishment and the Oppenheimers in particular have on us, is Cyril Ramaphosa.
So then, would Paul Mashatile be a better candidate for you?
Well, it's not a better candidate. It is
more acceptable?
No, it is the ANC to make that decision. But Cyril's relationship to what we have now as a country, as a problem, he's deep-rooted into it. The Oppenheimers are forming a political party every day in South Africa just to upset the system, because in their reading of situation, they like the EFF is going to emerge and pass the DA, and merged with the ANC, they've got a majority. It's undesirable. They write there in their website that, no, this is not it's not a desirable situation. So what do? Let's fragment the black vote. What are the things that you look at in financing Rise Mzansi? Because that guy has got no history of mobilization of anything except being an editor of a newspaper. You give such a person 50 million and you say, no, it's donation. It's not donation. It's a formation of a political party. And then there is that lady who was a speaker here in Johannesburg.
Sarah.
Is doing Sarah. We wake up in the morning, Sarah has got posters. Correct poster. It's very expensive. Where did she get the money? She was struggling here with us in Johannesburg. Then you've got Herman Masham with no idea what he's doing. He gets given 15 million, every 20 million. All these monies of different political parties, including the DA, come from one family. And then this family just divided around their individual granddaughters, the daughters, and then they distribute it as if it's their individual money, but it's one family. Why? The Oppenheimers are the people who formed the political system in South Africa. Actually, the Oppenheimers were members of parliament when parliament started in South Africa. So this was designed by, all of this that we found was designed by them. Then they took a decision to get out and to do business. Now they feel they must still control a political space. At the center of that is Cyril. Whatever happens, Cyril must continue this. All the problems we had, Guptas and all of that, that's fine. Cyril wins to be a president of the ANC. Everybody who had a BEE deal, which has nothing to do with Zuma, has got nothing to do with Oppenheimers, on the basis of what you are bringing to the table, you have been accepted in whatever company you may think of. When this guy came, all those guys were dismissed. Were dismissed. Today is very difficult to find a black African millionaire, because if they had a stake in this coal company which was supplying Eskom with coal, they are taken out. Why? We don't need you. You've got the president. The president is on a speed dial. And then you want to subject us to that another 5 years of that suffering.